Bonjour to the monde. Hello, everyone. Today is lundi le 29 août. Lundi le 29 août. Before we look at our day today, let's take a look at the first slide. Remember, of your slideshow is always going to be this checklist. So here's an idea of what we're doing today, or sorry, this week. But also, so far, you should have completed your Understanding Our Course quiz, the Ed puzzle about me, and then the Flipgrid for week 1. Those are all going to be included in your week 1 folder, which when you go to Schoology now, you're going to see that there's a previous week's folder, and that semaine 2, our current week, is the one that's at the top of the feed now. So to go to week 1, you would just go in that folder and you'd find semaine 1, week 1, with all of that, all of those materials inside. So let's go back to the current week. We are going to just do a double check to make sure that your cahier is set up. We have a new mot de passe. We have a few new actions this week, les gestes, TPR. I have a song for you to listen to and sing along with this week. We're going to be learning the expression il y a, there is, which is very important and we'll be using all year. We'll do some work with that. We have a couple of conversations quotidiennes, which you'll take part in either in our meet on Wednesday or on your Flipgrid. We'll talk more about those later. Calendar talk, which I'm going to do today. You'll see what that means. Couple of discussions. You have your first story. You have your Flipgrid to do in your weekly check-in. It seems like a lot, but when it's broken up over 5 days, it's not that bad. But we're getting a lot in this week. Okay, back to aujourd'hui, today. So make sure that your cahier, your notebook, is set up as follows. The first 3 pages should be for les mots de passe. Go ahead and put that as a heading on your first page. About page 4, page 4, is where you should put the heading quick writes and then leave about 25 pages for those. Around page 31, page 31, you're going to put additional notes. You can write the word any. I didn't really mean for you to necessarily, but it doesn't matter. So any additional notes, those next 20 or so pages. And then on the very back page of le cahier of your notebook, I'd like you to write the heading stories and personnes spéciales summaries. That's where our stories are going to go. You'll actually see our first example of that later this week. So if you didn't get that set up last week, it needs to be set up now, because even though this is an online course, we are doing a lot of handwriting. Our new mot de passe this week, au revoir. Au revoir. So make sure you jot that down in your cahier. This is how that first page should look. And then you'll be using that either at our meet or on your Flipgrid. Les gestes. So these are the same as last week. La classe se lève. La classe s'assied. La classe touche la tête. La classe touche l'estomac. La classe touche les cheveux. So we're going to be adding on to that. Just wanted to do a quick review before we do so. La chanson. I am not going to play this during the video because that would be kind of silly, but this is a song about the days of the week. So you're going to hear the 7 days of the week, which are lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. The week in a calendar in France, and actually in lots of parts of the world, starts on Monday. So lundi, the first word you hear in the refrain of the song, is Monday, and so forth. You're also going to hear the expressions il y a 7 jours dans la semaine. So this is going to help you learn the days of the week. From now on, this is part of the vocab I expect you to understand. So it's something you have to go over and over. And speaking of which, another part of our class where we're going to go over that particular vocab is with this new edition called Calendar Talk. So Calendar Talk is a way for us to talk about the date and the day and what's going on, and we can do so all in French. So I'm going to teach you some terms here first. We have aujourd'hui, today, demain, tomorrow, hier, yesterday, le lendemain, the next day, avant-hier, the day before yesterday. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the days of the week according to where we are right now. Aujourd'hui, c'est lundi. Oops, lundi. Aujourd'hui, c'est lundi. Demain, tomorrow, demain, c'est mardi, mardi. Le lendemain, the day after tomorrow, c'est mercredi, mercredi. Hier, c'était dimanche. Et avant-hier, c'était samedi. Okay, I'm using the words c'est, c'était. So make sure that when you hear that, you're not thinking of the English word say, S-A-Y, which is something that is a very common thing to do. Say, it is. C'était, it was. Aujourd'hui, c'est lundi. Aujourd'hui, c'est lundi. Hier, c'était dimanche. C'est, right now it is. C'était, it was. Okay, so we are going to do this daily, and that will give us a daily reason to go over les jours de la semaine, the days of the week. So I just realized that we probably don't need this line. This is something I've been using with my in-person classes. Blank nous manque aujourd'hui. So the expression for to miss someone in French literally translates to the person is missing from me. So if I miss my daughters, for example, I would say les filles me manquent, which literally means my daughters are missing from me, which is kind of poetic. It's like the person you miss is a part of you and they're missing. But it's a little tricky to our American English brains because it's flipping around the way that the sentence is formulated. So anyway, it doesn't really apply to us since this is an online class. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out, but perhaps if you learn that expression later on, that little tidbit that I just told you will come back and you'll be like, oh yeah, I think I knew that. Okay, but we are going to do a bit of a countdown here. And I'm going to say we're counting down to Labor Day. And actually, let's go ahead and just do Labor Day weekend. Le weekend de Labor Day. So we're going to count the days up until le weekend de Labor Day, and we'll go ahead and make that start on samedi. So we have aujourd'hui, lundi, and then mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi. 5 jours avant le weekend de Labor Day. 5 jours avant le weekend de Labor Day. So we'll be doing a countdown as well as talking about the days of the week. Aujourd'hui, demain, le lendemain, hier, avant-hier. We'll do that daily so that hopefully this will all stick in your mind very well. So that was calendar talk. So as you can see, we don't actually have anything you need to turn in today, just a lot of practice that you need to do for the items you'll be turning in later this week. So get that completed and you'll be all set. Merci. Au revoir.